Paloma parva continues. In the 12th section, Sauti continued. Ruru then asked, O best of Dvijas, why was King Janamaya bent upon destroying the serpents, and why and how were they saved by the wise Astika? I'm anxious to hear all that in detail. The rishi replied, O Ruru, the important history of Astika you will learn from the lips of Brahmanas. Saying this, he vanished. Sauti continued. Ruru ran in search of the missing rishi, and having failed to find him in all the woods, he fell down on the ground, fatigued, and revolving in his mind the words of the rishi, he was greatly confounded and seemed to be deprived of his senses. Regaining consciousness, he came home, so he asked his father to relate the history in question. Thus asked, his father related about the story. This ends the 12th section of Paulam Parva of Adi Parva. The friend of this rishi is Khagama, who was cursed. The one who cursed this rishi was Khagama. I forgot to tell the name in the previous ones. Next comes Astika Parva, section 13. Saunaka said, for what reason did the tiger among the kings, royal Janamejaya, determine to take lives of snakes by means of sacrifice? O Sauti, tell us the full story. Tell us why Astika, the best of regenerate ones, the foremost of the ascetics, reduced the snakes from blazing fire. Whose son was that monarch who celebrated the snake sacrifice? And whose son also was the best of the regenerate ones? Sauti said, O best of speakers, the story of Astika, hearing at length the charming story of the Rishi, illustrious Brahmana named Astika. The Sauti said, okay, the history first recited by Krishna Dvaipayana called Purana by the Brahmanas. It was formerly narrated by my wise father Loma Harshana, disciple of Vyasa, before the dwellers of Naimisha forest at their request. I was present at the recital, and O Sonaka, since you ask me, I shall narrate the history of Astika as I heard it. O listen, as I recite the sin-destroying story. The father of Astika was powerful like Prajapati. The brahmachari always engaged in austere devotions. He ate sparingly. He was great ascetic. He had lust under complete control. He was known by the name Jaratkaru, the foremost of one among the Yayavaras. I will talk about Yayavaras later on, who Yayavaras are. Virtuous and of rigid oaths, and highly blessed, endued, graced aesthetic. Power once undertook a journey over the world. He visited diverse places, bathed in diverse sacred waters, rested where night overtook him, endued with great energy, practiced religious austerities. Hard to be practiced by men of unrestrained souls. The sage lived upon air only, and renounced sleep forever, thus going about like a blazing fire. One day he happened to see his ancestors hanging heads down in a great hole, their feet pointing upwards. On seeing them, Jaratkaru addressed, saying, who are you thus hanging heads down in this whole type of rope of Virana fibers that is again secretly eaten into all sides by rat living there? The ancestor said, we are rishis of rigid oaths and called Yayavaras. We are sinking low into the earth for want of offspring. We have a son named Jaratkaru, who to us that wretch has entered upon life of austerities only. That fool does not think of raising offspring by marriage. It is for this reason the fear of extension of our race that we are suspended in this hole. Possessed by means we fare like unfortunate ones that have none. O excellent one, who are you that thus sorrows as a friend on our account? We desire to learn. Brahmana, who are you that stands by us, and why best of them that you sorrow for us that are so unfortunate? The reply of Jaratkaru will be given in another video.